Guys, what is up? It's your boy No Vanity back again with another video. Today guys, we're taking a look at Attack on Titan Season 3 episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's right, 4 episodes. For now on, it's going to be 4 episodes for each time, so make sure you guys go ahead and click the link down below for my Patreon so you can watch the full lengths without any edits, cuts, or anything like that, and you get to watch along with me during the whole duration of the episodes and everything like that. But also, I do want to mention, I don't know what's going to happen with Historia and Eren. It seems like Historia's parents were worried about her or something. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. It seems like they really wanted her back home. But I'm not sure how that ties into them taking Eren, but also the commander and everything like that seemed that they wanted to eat Eren, potentially, and everything like that. Which I guess Beardolf and all of them was going to probably take Eren somewhere so another Titan could maybe take Eren's powers or something like that, potentially. I'm not really sure, unless they were going to give it to the Monkey Titan for good graces and everything like that to take them back home, maybe. I'm not really sure. They seem like a band of outcasts, maybe, to the other Titans from their hometown and everything like that, possibly. I'm not really sure. But needless to say, I'm very interested to see where this is going to go and everything like that, guys, for sure. By the way, I am having allergies and everything like that, so keep in mind my eyes are very glassy right now, so just keep that in mind. I'm not sick or anything, it's just like my allergies. I guess there's dust in my room that's very high, but needless to say, let's get on with the reaction, shall we?
But my mother was always reading books. She didn't care to work, and no one cared to make her. She was a beautiful woman. I started picking up books to imitate my mother, and they taught me just how alone I was. Parents cared about their children. They talked to them, hugged them, scolded them. I had never experienced any of those things. Mommy! She ended up shoving me away from her. But that was the first time my mother had acknowledged me. So it actually made me happy. I could have killed it.
Killed what?
The first words my mother ever said to me. I didn't see her for a long time.
Huh.
And then, 5 years ago, just a few days after Walmaria fell, I finally met my father.
Historia, my name's Rod Rice. I wish that we could have met sooner. You see, I'm your father. Listen, you'll be living with me from this day forth.
Was her mom some kind of like worker or something?
Let Mom go! No! I'm not that girl's mother! I've never even met her! Do whatever you want with her, but let me go!
Wait, what?
Oh, you have anything to say about that, Lord Rice?
Correct, these two have nothing to do with me.
I thought that might be the case.
What are you?
You were never
What?
employed at this estate, and nobody here has ever heard your name. Sounds to me like you don't exist.
No, Master, please! That isn't true! You have to tell them! What are they doing, Mother? If only you had never been born, I could...
Your new name will be Krista Lenz. Everything I've done, I did to protect you.
Father.
Not a day has passed that I haven't thought of you. The true royal bloodline is carried by the Rice family. And as its heir, the power to save all of humanity now rests in your hands. Please, Historia, come with me. Is there another word out of you? I would have died for you and you betrayed me for a bad.
Wow. I'm surprised that man even read the paper, being honest.
He never told us anything. He didn't get a chance to. We never questioned him. This is the conversation you heard.
One who betrayed the king's secret.
Right now? Well, boo-hoo! You get to spend the rest of your lives doing nothing but eating and shitting in this cell! Enjoy.
Yo.
It's you. There's an order to these things. Perhaps it's a law of human nature. When one's time is over,
them must take on the role that they used to play. Best of luck, Hanji.
I hope Hanji never dies because she's like absolutely amazing.
They plan to eat Eren?
Yeah. Eren remembered a conversation between Ymir and Bertolt.
You hold that against me?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Suppose I have to believe you didn't want to eat anyone.
Based on this, we can speculate. Ymir used to be a mindless titan just like the others. Until
Yeah.
she consumed someone. Someone from Bertolt and Reine's group. We've never seen a titan turn back into a human by eating one before. In the battle the other day, Reiner was throwing titans at Eren as he tried to run away. He knew that Eren had the power to take command of feral titans with his scream. If Eren's death would have meant that power was lost, he wouldn't have risked it. I think he hoped one of those titans would eat Eren and take his power. My point is, if the government has a titan of their own, they'll use it to eat Eren.
Bro, what if Historia is a titan and they want her to eat Eren? Ooh, unless it's that other king sitting in the chair. Either way, I don't know, bro. We'll have to see.
Pardon, sir, but the commander of the garrison has just arrived.
Pixis.
Yes, he's asking to speak with you.
I have a plan to retake Wall Maria and to depose the government.
And I knew that when the time came, I would have to point my gun at the king I'm sworn to serve.
Should a certain hunch of mine prove to be correct, it may
Being honest, like, it's very hard for me as a viewer seeing like which side is right now. Being what's going on with their government and everything like that.
There's no plan B. I and everyone else will be hanged.
Another one of your great gambles, then.
Seems I may be a betting man to the end. I'd like you to hear a story from my childhood. About my father. He was a teacher. Looks like my gamble might pay off, Commander. Might. One of the first Interior Squad just confessed. The current king is a pretender to the throne. Historia Rice is of royal blood. And crown her as this country's queen.
Knowing this is true, the Ursat's king will have no choice but to give up the throne.
Assuming that he does, we'll have staged a bloodless coup. I found out as much as I could. Not much to speak of. Just one curious incident.
Commander Erwin, the Interior Squad's put out a warrant for you. They're making a scene in the
Really?
middle of the city, sir.
Ihanji. The scouts are in your hands.
I mean, she's pretty damn smart. She helped out the team quite a bit, like with Eren, finding Eren and everything like that. Very nice.
I can see what you scoundrels are doing. You're trying to monopolize Jaeger's Titan power and keep it all for yourselves. That type of action violates Clause 6 of the Charter of Humanity. I trust that you're familiar with that law?
One must never prioritize their own gain over humanity's survival.
I'm a little confused right now. How's he keeping it for himself when they literally went to court like a while ago saying who had custody of Eren? And it was the scouts, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Unless that went away. I don't know.
Get the hell away from my husband!
When the battle for Trost first began, Mr. Reeves delayed evacuation efforts in order to preserve his wealth.
Yeah, so what's your point? Are you trying to say he deserved to die?
Those who couldn't leave by striving to revive this city. But now, that dream has been cut short by a knife in the dark. I will avenge him. My father, he was a teacher. One day we were studying history. Back then this seemed strange to me, and so I asked my father a question. He gave me a fairly evasive answer, and continued with the standard lesson. History books he received from the government were full of contradictions and mysteries. He then proceeded to tell me a theory of his. Even as a child, I was astounded. There was a reason he didn't share that theory with the entire class. Father didn't come home that night. They said he died in some kind of freak accident. But I knew that wasn't true. He'd been silenced by the government.
I can see why the first king might do that. He must have believed that such knowledge would lead to civil strife.
Yes. care about is suppressing those who dare to question their authority in any way. I no longer believe that there was any justification for my father's death. He was killed by human greed, and by the sheer stupidity of his own son.
Some of them have evaded capture. These people are dangerous. If you spot any
I don't even understand how he even got to this point, but it's because of government corruption and they want power and everything like that. So, makes sense.
I bet they're planning to use that freak show Jaeger to wipe us all out.
Sure, they may have another Titan on their side.
The MPs were handing out these flyers. If this is true, the scouts will be disbanded.
And we need every second we can get to come up with a plan.
Captain, I hear footsteps.
That episode was about Historia's past and then also Irvin's past and everything like that. I really enjoyed it. It kind of sucks that Irvin is the reason why his dad died, but also he's there to avenge him and show the truth, which I appreciate that so much. Historia, I'm still wondering what they're gonna do with her and everything like that, unless she's a Titan herself and they want her to eat Eren to consume his power and be all powerful. You know what I mean? Or is it like 3 groups trying to get Eren? Like I don't know. You got him, but then Kenny was against the Reese family, it seemed like, in that flashback with Historia and everything like that, so it makes me think like there's multiple different groups trying to get Eren's power or something like that. I don't know. It's confusing. Maybe I need to rewatch it on my own time to really sit down and watch it. Because reacting to TV shows and everything like that, you really have to commentary over them talking, everything like that, so I might miss a little details or minute little details and stuff like that, but it might be explained in the next few episodes anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. But I really enjoyed the first episode 3. I really enjoyed it, and it was very, very nice and cool, so I can't wait for the next one. So let's get straight into it, shall we?
Hold that the evidence is strong, but with that said, I can't confirm anything I haven't seen.
So then, the Interior Police are running this case without oversight?
Hey, you cut that out. I'm sorry about him, Commander Doc. Kiri here is still just a rookie.
Fit for human combat. It's as if that gear were specifically made for killing scouts. Also, judging from the fact that its existence was hidden from us MPs, I get the impression that we aren't off the list of people it could be used against.
That's a dead end, idiot! Damn it! Shit, he disappeared! What? Check the next alley!
Check the X alley, but he went in this alley. You know what I mean?
Could you tell me how it happened?
I made a stop so that I could piss. That's when the Interior Police found my dad. If the MPs say you guys did it, well then that's the truth. My testimony means jack shit. Your police know I saw everything. I'll be hunted for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's the point. You tell them that's the Interior and Police. You take the truth out for your dad, though.
Instead of spending the rest of your life skulking around like a scared rat till you get murdered, you could stand up like a human and face your enemy even if they might kill you.
Why the hell would I?
Your family, the company, don't you think they deserve to know the truth?
Come on! That's just what would be best for you!
Of course it is! You need to start thinking about what's best for you, too!
Get past the checkpoint disguised as MPs. And snoop around until we find out where Eren is.
Then Levi, it's really him.
Same assignment, private hitched race. We'll need to dispose of you.
Because of what you did, Stohez was a graveyard. Over 100 people were killed. You dropped dozens of innocent families straight into hell on that mission of yours.
Yeah, we did.
So you trained with Annie Leonhardt. Were you a friend of hers?
Oh, that's right. They were with her, Annie, and stuff like that. I thought they looked familiar.
Way too gloomy and unapproachable for that. She was just afraid of people, like a scared little kid. She's officially listed as missing. You know why? It's because one of your titans turned her into an ugly red stain on the street!
Actually, no, it's because the Titan we captured was Annie Leonhardt herself. God
sick. Then you go, but we need to give ourselves a head start on you.
I believe that the military police are in the wrong here. If there's any way that I can fight this world's injustice, then that's what I want to do!
A way of telling if you have enough resolve to make an enemy of the state.
Hey, Captain. Won't you let me do it instead?
Forget everything we saw here. I know you will, because both of you are about to die. He said to let us go. We won't betray you. We know that
What the
you're fighting
heck?
to protect humanity. Right? Tell him.
I think maybe he's playing, trying to get information.
I can't trust you. Not with that here. Who in their right mind would get a bowl cut on purpose? So how can I trust a single word you say? What do you think will kill faster? That knife and a gun at your chin. Feel like trying your luck? Come on, let's race! Please, we're on the same side here. Why the hell would anyone believe you want to join the Scouts? The Scouts are still fighting. I made a mistake when I chose my regiment. Because you're a Scout, you chose to risk your lives for others. Stop! She was just trying to test us! Are you crazy? Even with my hands bound, I could have taken a swing at you with that knife and done some real damage. How did you know I wouldn't do it? Don't ask me how.
You proved your dedication.
That was a nice test, though.
This is the least manned checkpoint in the region.
I'm guessing Bread Woman wasn't going to test them.
Get back to your squad before they're suspicious. And down.
Captain, isn't he?
He's with the Interior Police. I've got questions for him.
You gave us the slip before.
Back
in the alley. I really thought I was screwed.
You okay, man?
My boss would have killed me. I'm serious. Did the Interior Police kill him?
What? I don't see how that matters to you. After all, you're about to be a corpse yourself in a moment. Betrayed us and started helping out those bastards in the Scout Regiment.
Huh.
So his orders, they came from the Interior Police? You guys had him kidnap those Scouts?
Well, it was a different squad, but yeah. Guess old Demo didn't say too much about it. Didn't think the Survey Corps could help this trash city.
You would never understand.
Bro, the corruptness in the government, bro.
Want to know the last thing my dad taught me? He said a good merchant should trust his nose. And I'm glad I listened. No need to be brave. Go on and squeal. My business with you is over, asshole. Why don't you take me in the battlefield?
Section Commander, that was way too reckless!
We pulled it off! Did everyone hear him?
This dump ain't abandoned.
Every last one of us is a witness.
Yeah? Well, it doesn't matter. Because it's the government that decides what's true. Idiots. Don't even think for a second you can get away with
Yeah,
this.
but people can rise up and overturn governments.
Listen.
He's literally teabagging him.
Because the Reeves Company will protect you. You can count on me. That's a promise.
Can you imagine if that man has swamp ass?
You give him hell, Flegel.
Hey, let's go. Reeves Company.
No one's gonna think you're heroes for beating them down.
Yeah, the guilt's tearing me apart. But what really gets at me is this mouth of yours.
Did you break a tooth?
I'm gonna suggest that you start talking while you're still able to use it.
It's a filthy corner to hide in, covered in mud and shit! If you don't turn yourselves in, then every last scout we captured will get the noose! Starting with the guiltiest one of all, Ervin Smith!
Some scouts' lives are more valuable than others. Only those dumb enough to agree to that join us.
Again, where'd they take Eren?
Let Mikasa get a hit of him.
Don't know. Nobody told me, I swear. Kenny Ackerman doesn't like to make his business known.
There was much of one for sharing information. Not important stuff anyway.
Somebody's coming towards us! And there's more than one.
You've seen better days.
His friend,
Kind of funny.
or so-called friend.
Just the other day.
How are your children? I trust they're all in good health.
Marie and the kids are... They should be just fine. They haven't been home in a while, but... It's in Melrose on the east side.
I see. The crucial moment comes. What happens next is out of my hands. It'll be your choice to make.
Erwin didn't even realize that Pasternak was with the Order of the Wall, so Historia can make all the claims about a name she wants, and it won't matter. They'll all amount to nothing.
What a farce. They don't know it. But in truth, they're nothing more than cattle in a pen. Once Erwin has been executed, all will be according to plan. Erwin Smith, do you have any last words?
Oh shit. Would it be something if Irvin turned to a Titan? Because obviously all people are Titans and stuff. It would be very interesting to see that happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen at all. But damn, are they really gonna kill my guy? I don't know. I don't know who's approaching them right now, or Levi and them and everything like that in the whole group. Unless it's Kenny the Reaper, unless it's the two other people that they got on their side, maybe. Still wondering where Eren and them is going and everything like that. Very curious to see where that's going to end up and everything. But hopefully we get some answers what they're going to do with Eren and everything like this in the next 2 episodes. I'm hoping. Wow, this series is just absolutely amazing, guys. I can't explain. I'm surprised that I've never seen Attack on Titan. I'm not the one to watch a lot of anime shows and stuff like that, but damn, I've been missing out a lot. Oh my gosh, guys. But anyway, let's continue on to episode 5, shall we?
Suppose that in this very instant, Wall Rose was breached. Once again, half of humanity would be forced to flee, this time to Wall Sina. If the walls are not breached again, Wall Rose is suffering from a perpetual shortage of food. It may not be Titans that breach Wall Sina. It's entirely possible that the residents of Wall Rose will do it first.
That such an undertaking requires the scouts.
Our duty as scouts has ever been to charge forth at the enemy. Cowering in wait behind these walls will solve nothing. That's my belief. Unless you have some sort of secret plan by which we might overcome this ordeal.
Seems you misunderstand what this is. The reason we brought you here is not to discuss our future within the walls, nor is it on account of something as simple as a murder. Broken the most sacred of laws.
Indeed. You have refused to hand over Eren Yeager time and time again, and through this selfish action, you violated our charter.
But Eren is vital for the reclamation of Walmaria.
That is not for the scouts to determine.
Yeah, but didn't the judge order them to keep Eren though? Like they had custody?
As shown by the way you maliciously schemed against the state. Not only did you feign his abduction in order to conceal his whereabouts, you also slew Demo Reeves when he learned too much.
I am deeply disturbed to hear that you believe we would align ourselves with the Scout Regiment. There is nothing more senseless than humans killing each other. Before the battle to retake Trost began, I said as much to the men I lead, and then sent hundreds to their deaths. Did manage to break through the wall only to find next to no one inside it. The poor monsters might have to go hungry.
Very well then. Let's begin deliberations.
Your Majesty.
I would like to see them get a Titan face to face with a Titan and think twice about their actions. For sure. I hope they get face to face with a Titan. These politicians, bro.
Commander Erwin Smith, you have been found guilty of violating Clause 6 of the Charter of Humanity. Your sentence is death. Your execution will be carried out at once.
this what you want? What about your dream?
Huh?
Walrose has fallen! The gates have been breached!
It was just like Walmaria. The armored and colossal titans appeared out of thin air and broke through both gates in Coloneth District. Currently, countless refugees are flooding this way from the east.
Secure an evacuation route. Order all available garrison troops to make for the eastern front and defend the people. We must get those evacuees into Wall Cedar.
Did it really happen though?
Saving the people is our highest
Or are they like
priority.
acting?
Sir! No, wait!
Everyone in Wall Rose will die. You're commanding us to stand by while half of humanity gets devoured?
Like Evan said, if we let them in, then we'll end up in a civil war. The rule of law must be protected above all. The government mustn't fail.
Now follow your orders!
We have our orders.
Hmm.
Let's get those gates closed. Hold on.
What's up with
The
that
refugees are
king
coming
though?
now.
He's just sitting there like he don't care. He has to be a Titan.
Who has the right?
What's taking so long? Go do your duty.
Can't. I am a citizen of Wall Rose. I refuse to shut the gates on those people.
You dare to
I stand with him.
Premier Zachary.
Yo,
Did you
that's
find
who.
the way
That's
they
the
reacted
man
surprising? Or was it expected?
I was talking about.
Not a bit.
You asked me. I declared to you in earnest that the garrison regiment is not aligned with the Survey Corps. But I forgot to mention something else. We are not aligned with your assembly either. You've shown that you actually gave a damn about protecting the people you govern. I would have stood by and watched as you sent Erwin to the gallows. In fact, depending on the choice you made, all of us were prepared to forfeit our lives. However,
Damn,
you
that's
made
a
it
whole
clear that our
360
suspicions were
turn.
correct. It's true that
I
we
still don't
think
trust
we're
that king
next
though,
to
just
nothing
sitting in
about
the
the
chair like
Titans
that,
and
not
their
saying
powers.
a one damn
But I
word,
dare
bro.
say that despite
Pretty
this
creepy.
fact, humanity is safer in our hands. What? See, it's far more than a mere threat. It's a coup d'etat.
Interior police have been subdued. The capital is secured, sir.
Think for 1 second that this coup has a sliver of legitimacy.
Given the scenario you were presented with, your choice to close Cena's gates broke Clause 6 of the Charter of Humanity. Furthermore, you installed a puppet king in order to seize the reins of power for yourselves. This crime is known as treason.
Maybe that's why he's not saying a word, because they actually are in control.
Shit! Wake up!
What is it, dinner time?
Oh, shut your mouth, you stupid oaf!
Humanity is on a new path. One far more dangerous than the last.
Historia, okay, maybe Historia is a Titan, or they want her to be a Titan to consume Eren, maybe.
We got a public confession out of one of the interior police. Reeve Sunflago really pulled through for us.
Come on, don't you get it yet? The government doesn't give a shit about saving any of us. You can face the truth now, or you can die wishing you had.
Our families will die. Let's print the truth before that happens.
King Fritz was both a puppet and a fraud. It's
Wow.
clear that we only acted in self-defense.
They really got the truth
In
out there.
short, we're no longer criminals.
There's no reason for Kenny and them, but I guess Kenny and them could be still kind of like outlaw kind of things.
Many people had to make a lot of hard choices for this to work.
Whereas my choices got 3 of your people killed. I'm sorry. Not all of them know it. They still have Eren and Historia too. We need to find them quickly.
Right. I think I know where they might be.
She's mad smart. Without her on the team, they wouldn't accomplish more than half of the stuff.
It was declared that the old system of rule would be dismantled. Once the military had secured the capital, they made the announcement immediately.
Why should the people believe that your king is any more legitimate than the one you deposed?
I'm sure you understand that the people are
Bro,
quite
because the
concerned.
one they opposed
And those
is
who trust
Whatever.
We would have watched as half of the human race perished. It's better than letting us go extinct. Should I have given up?
I tell you my own reason. I've hated those arrogant bastards for a long time. Those self-assured pigs. They'd feed from gilded troughs and pretend their shit was gold. You made the choice that would keep you alive. Some part of you decided that humanity's fate only mattered if you could live to see it.
I must be incredibly conceited to think that. Prove. Ever since I was a child.
Exactly.
Occurred 5 years ago on the Rice estate.
5 years?
That's right. It was the day Walmaria was breached. I'll summarize the most important parts from the beginning. So, as far as regional lords went, Lord Rice was fair and well respected by the people. He had 5 children. The most well-known of them was his eldest daughter, Frida. All of Walmaria having plunged the world into chaos, bandits raided and set fire to the only chapel around. Unfortunately for them, the entire Rice family had gathered there to pray. And so, the entire family was massacred by bandits that night, save one. Only Rod Rice managed to escape with his life. To top it all off, this incident occurred just a few days before Historia's mother was killed by the Interior Police.
Or do you think that bloodline has some other secrets?
It's possible, but I'm not sure yet. What really stood out to me, at least, was the fact that large parts of the chapel were destroyed. The chapel was built from stone. It would take a lot of time and effort to destroy it. If it was bandits, they'd have taken what they could and made a quick escape. It could only make sense if it involved a Titan attack. It may turn out that I'm jumping to conclusions, but it's suspicious enough to merit investigation, and it's the only lead we have.
Who the hell is that?
What the hell?
What the fuck?
There as soon as possible.
Was that Historia with blue hair, or was it someone different?
A Titan gains intelligence and the power to transform by eating a human being with that power. If that's actually true, how and when did Eren first become a Titan? And who did he have to eat to gain his powers?
Yeah, that is true. Maybe he had to do with something with his father, though. With the injections and stuff.
Historia?
Oh gosh. You know, slightly I'm gonna hate myself because probably it's gonna be something at the end of season, not season, what am I talking about? Sorry guys, it's late. Episode 6, the next one we're gonna watch, and then it's gonna be in episode 7, I'm gonna kinda hate myself because then I have to go to bed and wait until tomorrow to watch the 4 other episodes, but wow, they have Eren strung up, bro. Like he's some dinner. My gosh, what is Historia doing? I don't know. I don't know how to think about his story right now. She kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. You know what I mean? So many people risked her to live and everything like that and be the one that she wants to be, but then she's not doing that, you know what I mean? Because with the whole Amir thing, she said, or Historia told her to be who she wants to be and everything like that, but she should follow her own instincts too and not give in to peer pressure and stuff like that, if that is that. Or maybe the Lord or the guy gave her some Kool-Aid to sip, or vice versa. I'm guessing the church was burnt down. Either Rod Royce was a Titan, or maybe one of his kids were a Titan. Possibly. And maybe, if his kid is a Titan, maybe he wants his kid to eat Eren, to consume his power, obviously, and then second, to actually become, turn back human, is what I meant. But I wonder also how Eren got his power too, because Arnold brought that up. But I think he got his power because his dad was injecting him with shit. So I think he did not consume it necessarily, but he was probably given the power by his dad and everything like that. So that's pretty interesting to know about and everything like that. Or maybe his dad was a Titan and he was sharing his blood with Eren so they can both be Alpha Titans. You never know with this show, because this show is all over the place right now. But either way, other than that, guys, let's get straight into the final episode that we're gonna watch today, which is episode 6. So shall we?
Just hang in there for a bit. We'll be okay.
At least Historia's alright.
Eren, listen. My father has always been humanity's ally. His only goal is to keep the people within the walls safe, and he's done. He did for the sake of
Okay, how are you gonna justify them eating Eren though?
Please let me explain the rest.
Huh. Now why specifically Eren? I know, probably because he has a superpower and everything like that, but still. Why is this all like... Yeah, they look like Titan skin.
Wait, there's something else about this place. It feels familiar somehow.
Could you explain to Eren?
Of course, I intend to. But before that, there's something I'd like us to try. This could make him remember without us saying a word.
What?
What is this? Who are they? These aren't things I've seen. No. Whose memories are these? The key. No. Why?
Do you remember? Have you learned of your father's sin?
What? So his dad did turn him into a Titan, bro. That's insane.
Any nose of yours needs some tending to. I guess the next thing I should teach you is how to act more ladylike. Blow into this. Ooh. Now that's what I call a job well done. Krista's always thinking about other people and helping them out in whatever way she can. That's what I think makes a proper lady. You'll find pain and suffering everywhere you look in this world. So do your best to make things better. Treat people with love and they'll love you in return.
Well, that's how you act. So I want to be just like you.
Huh?
Do you think that if I try real hard, I can grow up to be like you?
No need! You're already perfect! No need to change a thing!
Because you're a Titan.
Sorry, Historia, but I have to go now. That means you need to forget all about me again. Until next time.
What's wrong? Are you all right?
How could I forget? In all that time, I was never alone.
If it was a kind-hearted young woman with long black hair, then I would imagine that it was Frida Rice. She was your half-sister. Catching him seems to have brought those memories back to you. An unexpected side effect.
Father, where is she? Do you think we could visit her sometime? I'd like to tell her thank you. If she hadn't been there for me, I wouldn't have had
So I'm guessing Eren's dad used her blood or something and put it in Eren, maybe?
Frida is no longer of this world. Your sister was killed by Eren's father. Go goal was to steal something from the Rice family. What Grisha sought to obtain was power. The power of the Rice family, which resided within Frida. While she couldn't unleash her true potential, Grisha ate her, and in doing so, stole her power. But that wasn't enough. Yerk and Abel, who were 14 and 12, he trampled my wife as she held our 10-year-old Florian. He squeezed the life from my eldest son, Oakland. Through some curse or miracle, I alone managed to escape.
That's where Eren's dad went. That day of the wall falling. Why would y'all do that? But that's not Eren's fault, though.
Whatever you're talking about, we don't have time for it. Things are going straight to hell outside. Been a royal shit show. Matter of time till they show up here.
I already told you that the ceremony can't be done in the presence of you or your crew.
Oh, where's the trust, your majesty? Did I make you mad?
Maybe he plans on making her a Titan, Historia, and then consume Eren to take back the power, maybe. But that's interesting because he gave Eren some of his power, or Eren consumed some of his dad's power. So maybe it's like kind of like split, maybe? Like the power, because you remember in the beginning where Eren's dad commanded the one dude to stop, but they didn't? You know what I mean? But at the same time, it wouldn't make any sense that Eren's dad doesn't know about the devices, the Slash Titans and stuff, because they had that back then, I'm pretty sure, right?
As long as we're on the subject, why don't you tell me if you nobles really do shit gold? I'm sorry, what was that your mouth full?
This could end badly. All the members of the King's Council are telling us the same thing. If they knew what would await them once they're given up to Zachary.
No way.
I don't understand.
What kind of torture is that, bro?
To such a morbid goal. In a coup d'etat, and I'm already talking like this. I once heard in a song that someday humans would stop.
Coup d'etat. No worries.
We await your command. Peace between men will never be certain, not until our numbers fall to 1 or less.
Shit. Here I was hoping you might have something optimistic to say.
Those weapons of his, he'll be stronger.
Then he's unbeatable. At least for us.
Maybe we should wait and meet up with other soldiers.
No chance in hell.
Right, of course not.
Hmm.
If we wait for reinforcements, then Eren might get eaten. You know, based on what the captain just told us.
Who's gonna eat him, though? Is it gonna be Historia?
Really think so? Yeah. His squad is well trained, but we have way more combat experience.
My dad's side, the Ackermans, were persecuted when they lived in the cities. My mom said her ancestors were Eastern. Her family's appearance made it difficult for them to fit in. Both groups were chased deep in the mountains near the edge of the walls. That's how my parents met. But my father never told me why the Ackermans were persecuted.
Suddenly felt a power awaken inside you.
I have.
He felt an absurd amount of strength surging through him. And in that moment, he knew just what he needed to do.
Kill people?
To me too. Makes me wonder.
Because you said he was a mass murderer, so he got that absurd power. He's like, I need to just straight up murder everybody. What the heck?
Fess up, Gramps. Speaking of trees and such, there's a branch of the family that moved south to Shiganshina. Guess they should have changed the name when they left, because they're still getting screwed with. So of course they're still poor as dirt.
Kenny the Ripper.
Doesn't he look like the dude that was sitting on the throne? Doesn't it? It kind of looks like him, but I know it's not him.
Just afraid of us is all. Reason being, we Ackermans are one of a few families the king can't quite control. Ackermans were once the king's sword. The
generations, each king has passed the power of the Titans to his successor.
Huh? Power of the Titans? What's that?
I don't know how it works or what all else there is to it, but this power allows the king to wipe out human memory, to erase the past. Only a few noble bloodlines are immune.
Who'd want to be born into this piece of shit world anyway? There isn't a dream you could have worth suffering through it.
Way off, considering the time we spent prepping them.
Finally caught Levi by surprise, and then he killed 12 of our comrades.
Damn, 12?
The government's been overthrown, which means we are the fugitives now. Surrender.
I mean, you guys are giving up your life for someone to consume Eren and erase your guys' memories. Is that really worth it, though?
We've got a foe we can't beat, so we stand by and wait. Green can't turn this game around. He'll flip the board.
Okay, we should be ready to go now.
All right, then. Is everyone here ready? Because you're all about to dirty your hands.
Guys, so my outro glitched a little bit and I had to redo it over again, but needless to say, we watched Attack on Titan Season 3, Episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I'm very excited about this whole ordeal going on. Of course, they had to end it off like they did. Of course, Attack on Titan, the creators, love doing that, giving you a cliffhanger and then leaving you off. Bro, like seriously, blue ball energy for sure. But needless to say, I really enjoyed this. The whole Eren's dad being the Titan thing, I did see coming a little bit, but at the same time, I don't know. I want to say Eren's dad is the Beast Titan, but it looks a bit too different. Plus, on top of it, it wouldn't make any sense because Eren's dad knows about the scouts and everything like that and their technology, and he wouldn't be at the dude saying, "What is this thing right here?" So I don't think that is Eren's dad. Maybe very similar for sure, being the Beast Titan, but because of that one thing, I don't think it's Eren's dad necessarily. The Beast Titan, it would be the one thing. I'm just gonna say maybe possibility that is Eren's dad, but at the same time they had that little detail of him picking up the thing and saying, "What is this thing that you have, human?" And he didn't know that, but Eren's dad should have knew that. One detail I don't really understand. Maybe one of you guys can tell me in the comment sections and everything like that. Explain it a little bit. Is like what time did Eren consume his dad? Like, when did that happen? I'm a little confused about it because for one fact is that did it happen during the time they left the wall? Because I believe what happened is that Eren's dad, when the wall fell, he went to the church, ate his daughter, then had the power, right? Then he went back home for Eren and everything. Maybe they rendezvoused or whatever with Mikasa and Eren, all of them, and for some reason his dad had the syringe. Maybe he was trying to give him some of the power that he took, or maybe his bloodline, I don't know, and it sparked a spark in Eren as a kid and he consumed his dad maybe. But at the same time, his body was still there. I seen it. It was just his arm. So I'm wondering about that still. It showed a body there, I think, in the scene. Pretty sure it did. But let's just say Eren ate his dad, maybe, possibly 50-50. I'm not really positive because it was like an off-screen death and stuff. So I can't really say, you know what I mean? But either way, very interesting for sure. So what I'm guessing is that Eren took the power. First his dad took the power, then Eren took the power from his dad. So yeah, very interesting for sure, guys, that happened. So I'm just wondering for sure, guys, do let me know if that's the case. Like when is the time period? Is it like after the wall fell or before the wall fell? Because I don't know, it's a little confusing, you know what I mean? If it is before, then how is Aaron's dad dead, but he was going out that day when the wall fell and then was coming back? You understand what I mean? I think he had both arms at the time too. So I mean, if it was before, it wouldn't make any sense. You know what I mean? If it was after, it would make sense. I'm just wondering about that for sure, guys. So let me know about that. Maybe it was in the detail in season 1 and I just forgot about it, but if anyone can answer that, I appreciate that so much. If it was before or after, that's one thing I'm confused about. But other than that, I'm very interested to see what happens with his story and everything like that. I feel like it's not really Aaron's fault though. I mean, that's his dad's fault. I don't understand how they can take it out on Aaron, but I understand like they have their bloodline's power and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I understand that aspect and everything, but at the same time, I don't understand really, like, Aaron didn't have taking part in your killing your sister and your daughter and all that, your half blood sister or whatever you want to call it. He was just a kid and his dad was doing an experiment on him and everything, and it went wrong and he took the power and everything, you know what I mean? So it wouldn't make very much sense. But that does confirm too that if you are turned to a titan and you eat another titan, you do come back as a human. So that's very interesting and everything like that, that it happened like that. I for sure I thought it was because Aaron was getting pumped with blood or whatever, and it wasn't. It's because he ate his dad. Or maybe he ate part of his dad and his dad is still alive out there somewhere, but it made it seem like his dad wasn't alive. Unless he ate off the head of his dad, maybe? I don't know at all. But needless to say, it was a very interesting episode and I really enjoyed it. So all I have to say is the next 4 episodes are going to be banging as hell. Maybe Mikasa can somehow flip Kenny around because she is from the same, I guess, group or clan or something like that, the Ackerman clan or whatever, because her dad was part of it, I believe. So it's very interesting and everything like that. If I have to say, maybe someone might get possibly injured or killed for sure. There's no way everyone comes out of this handy dandy safe and everything like that. Someone has to die. If I have to pick between people, I think the main 4 is okay. Levi, Aaron, Mikasa, and Arnold. I think they're all fine, those 4 characters. The other 4 characters, the other characters I meant is up in the air, like Breadwoman. I hope she's fine too. She's a really good asset to have too, because like her hearing is like almost like a cat at some points. So yeah, very good person to have on the team. If I had to pick, maybe John or Connie. I mean, Connie doesn't have any much screen time that much, so it might be Connie that kicks the bucket for sure. But needless to say, I really enjoyed this, guys, and I can't wait for episode 7. If you guys are brand new, make sure you guys leave me a like. I appreciate that so much. And also hit the subscribe button if you guys are brand new. Other than that, I'll see you guys later for the next 4 episodes coming up pretty soon in the week. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. Bye.